This movie is about page breaks, automatic page breaks. We'll take a look at automatic page breaks and how Excel automatically inserts page breaks if you go to any view other than the normal view. We'll introduce the page break preview. We're going to manually move page breaks that are automatically inserted. We'll reset all the page breaks that are manually inserted. And we'll turn off the page breaks from being displayed in the normal view in the advanced options settings. I have a schedule that lists the NASDAQ traded stocks grouped by industry with various profitability statistics. We're looking at the worksheet in normal view, but there are two other views that are available to us, and you can find them in two places. On the View tab, in the Workbook Views group, we have the Page Layout view and the Page Break preview, and those two views are also available on the status bar. So currently we have no page breaks that are showing on our worksheet. But if we switch to either the Page Layout view or the Page Break preview or the Print preview, Control P will take us to the Print preview, and then go back to the normal view, we have some page breaks that are displayed on the worksheet now. And since we're dealing with page breaks, we could go to the Page Layout view, and this displays the effects of the page breaks fairly graphically. We have one page on the left and another page on the right. We have the columns being split between the first and second page. But the view that was really designed to deal with page breaks and to manipulate page breaks is the Page Break preview. I'll left click and go to that. And here we get sort of a more bird's eye view of the pages that are laid out. We don't have two pages, we have more than two pages. In fact, paging down, we have 6 pages. Paging back up, I'm going to first show you the scaling. These automatically inserted page breaks are inserted around your data so that the data will fit the page and so that the scaling is maintained at 100%. One way to check the scaling, and there are a couple of ways to do this, is to go to the Page Layout tab, launch the dialog box, and the scaling is set to 100%. I'm going to cancel out of that and show you that in the Page Break preview, we can actually manually manipulate these automatically inserted page breaks, which are shown on the page as a dotted line. The way to do that is just to left click and grab by holding down the left mouse button. I'm going to move that page break out so that page 1 contains the entire width of the data and has all of the columns displayed. And my scaling was automatically adjusted in order for that to take place to 72%. Paging down, I see the second page where I can also grab the horizontal page break and move it. Now I'm at 62% because I've increased the content for page 1, and that scaling applies to all of the data. So you won't get page 1 scaled at some percentage, 62% for instance, and page 2 scaled at a different level. If while you're manually manipulating these page breaks, you decide that you've gotten to a point where you just want to start over again, you can left click the page break command in the Page Setup group in the Page Layout tab, and then left click Remove All Page Breaks. And we've reset our page breaks to the way they were before we manually manipulated them. Going back to the normal view, and this time I'll left click the View tab and then left click Normal View, we have again our page breaks displayed on the right side of column E and G. If you decide that once you get the page breaks displayed on the worksheet that you want to turn them off, press Alt-F-T to get to the Excel Options dialog box, left-click Advanced, scroll down, and you can deselect Show Page Breaks, left-click OK, and the page breaks disappear. So we introduced automatic page breaks. The automatic page breaks will be applied on your worksheet if you go to either the print preview or the page layout view or the page break preview. When you go back to the normal view, you will see those automatic page breaks displayed on the screen as dotted lines. While there are two different views other than the normal view, the page layout view and the page break preview, the best place to go to manipulate the page breaks is the page break preview. That's what it was made to do. Going there, we found we can manually manipulate the page breaks by just left-clicking and grabbing them and moving them to a new location. When we do that, we change the scaling of the font, and we change the scaling for the entire worksheet, the entire print job. We saw that if we get to the point where we want to reset our page breaks and start all over again, we can do that. And we found we could turn the page breaks off completely by going to the Excel Options dialog box in the Backstage area.